A lot's going on in the media. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. Oh, man, it's a lot to talk about, and there's a lot going on outside, I can promise you. When you outside and you moving around and you got the title celebrity next to your name. Okay? When you got people that's watching you. When you got people that want your spot and want your position. Heavy is the head that wears the crown. We're going to have a conversation tonight, Giants, and it's not going to be a pleasant one. Let me first start off by saying love and light greetings and salutations to you guys. Love and light condolences to the PNB Rock family. To the fans. To those that love him. The music that he created and the time that he was on. Boy, that was a talented guy, man. Boy. You know, it's interesting because I didn't want to have this conversation under these pretenses. It seems like we don't even get a chance to celebrate the black greatness of celebrating the Emmys. It seems like when you in the industry and you moving around and you work your hardest to get out of position to put yourself in a new one and save the lives and to save the lives of your family and produce fruitfulness that can come by way of your talent, your God-given talent, and people tap in with you, right? People connect with you. That type of music it makes the hair on your neck and your arm stands up, right? And that boy PNB Rock was one. We lost one, man. We lost the giant, man. And I'm gonna be honest with you guys. I'm gonna be honest with you guys. In this industry that we navigate, that we call our culture, right? Called hip hop. We gotta be careful and mindful, cognizant of posting, and we're gonna have a whole conversation about it. We're gonna have a whole conversation about it tonight. Because I believe a few things could have prevented the death of PNB Rock. I believe a few things could have went in a whole nother different direction. And I believe that things happen in our lives so that we can learn, right? They say there's a difference between a wise person and a smart person. A wise person learns off everybody else's mistakes, right? So that you don't gotta personally run into those walls. They say a smart person learns off their own. We're so far removed in this culture of ours of being smart. We don't have to be smart because we don't seen this show. We don't seen this movie way too many times. We don't seen this show way too many times, right? Where an artist pops smoke, right? Then you got the trouble guy, right? Then it's always a woman that's low key at the root of it. But I'm not saying that it's her fault, right? I'm not saying it's her fault. But I'm just pointing out certain things need to change. And I'm gonna start here. Stop live posting. And I'm going to play some videos too, because there's some stuff to be talked about. I'm going to play some videos. But we got to stop live posting. Look, Live on Broadway podcast, I'm going to play these videos and we're going to have a conversation because there's a lot to be played here. I must warn you, some of the videos that I'm going to play is going to be graphic. We've done our best to blurt out a lot of it. You get what I'm saying? While still keeping the sounds and the original context to the videos there. You know, so this is going to go in a few different ways, and I'm hoping that you guys understand what we're doing and what the conversation is that we're about to have. You get what I'm saying? And yeah, so let's play these videos. I need you guys to tap in with us. Live on Broadway podcast. Check this out. PNB Rock. Before I actually play that video, let me give you guys some context. He was out with his lady. They was at Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. You hear me? And just a few days prior, I'm going to get into that video too. Just a few days prior, they was after him in L.A. You can't make this shit up. They was just after him in L.A. So the media is saying. I don't know shit from shit because I wasn't there. But you got to move strategic, and we're going to have a whole conversation, and we're going to play it out. We're going to walk it out. We're going to start with this one. Tap in with us, Live on Broadway Podcast. Hit that like button on YouTube. If you're on Clubhouse, scroll up to the top, hit that link. We are streaming live on YouTube. Show your social currency. Tap in with us. Check it out.
I don't know what old he is. 30. He's 30. Yeah. He's 30. Where's his room at? Where's his room at? I don't even know where you got shot. You just started popping on. I just see here.
Wow.
I'm going to put him in a question. I'm
Wow. Wow. Death for PNB Rock, Roscoe Chicken and Waffle. And this is what came next. Check it out.
Sorry to say that the victim has been pronounced deceased at 13:59 hours today. South Bureau Homicide is working this case, as are many other detectives.
What can you tell us about the victim age?
So you got the police of LA, LAPD. They're reporting live on it. And I need you guys, if you on YouTube, if you on my Instagram, go to my YouTube, Broadway the Giant. We're playing these videos, and I'm going to play a couple more before so we can have a whole fruitful conversation, because there's a lot I want to say, and we're not here for a long time, but we are here for a good time. Tap in.
They really walked right in there, boy, and try to rob him and popped him, bruh, a few times. The block is hot. Niggas ain't even been out here long enough. Nigga just seen a nigga get smoked. Shit crazy.
That's them,
bro.
carrying his body. Carrying his body.
Me the first day. That's crazy. They just had everything motherfucking taped off, just let us go finally. That shit was crazy, nigga. We in there sitting with the kids eating, nigga, and that shit pop off, nigga, all over some fucking jewelry and Rolex and all that type of shit. That shit ain't worth it. Nigga, fuck that, nigga. My life worth more than that, nigga. You see my shit go, nigga. That shit happened right in front of us and the kids. So you know what that means, nigga. Trip over, nigga. I hate that my kids even had to see some shit like that. That shit was motherfucking crazy, nigga.
One thing that is really sort of noteworthy about this incident, though, is that we've talked to several people that are here and that have come here because of social media, knowing that PNB Rock was the victim in this case. And they said that on his girlfriend's Instagram, apparently his girlfriend had posted a photo of the lunch that they were having. This is sometime between 1 and 1:30, and then even tagged the location on Instagram, kind of denoting where they were. So one of the theories here, at least that we've asked LAPD about, is did the suspect know that PNB was here in advance and then came to essentially target them? Because again, no one else that was inside this restaurant was robbed or attacked in any sort of way. This was a very specific incident, and it's still a developing story. We'll have more information for you coming up at Fox News at 6.
Yeah, Travis.
Reporting live in South LA, Travis Rice, Fox 11 News.
While we have you here, just noting that PNB Rock, if people don't know who he is, he's had collaborations with Chance the Rapper and Ed Sheeran,
So it says, tragic. PNB shot and killed during robbery inside Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle near Manchester and Main Street. Oh, man. B-Rabbit, what it do, man?
What's going on, homie?
What's happening with you, man? PNB Rock, are you a fan of his music?
Maybe back in 2016, 18, maybe those years, but not now. I really ain't listen to none of his new music now. I couldn't tell you none of these drop now.
that's not too far from myself, right? Like I tapped in more later than that. Probably like 2019. I was liking what he was doing in 2019. I like a lot of stuff he did with Meek. You know what I mean? His
Stuff with
features.
Kodak. I like that shit he had with Kodak Black. He had a lot of good features with
Yeah,
Kodak.
man. Yeah, his feature game was crazy. You know, it's crazy how, you know, we having a conversation about not only was his lady the real reason for his death, right? Because there's a lot of speculation and whatnot that's going on outside saying that, you know, his lady was posting this, that, and the third. And that may be true, right? I think she posted something about them being a Roscoe's Chicken and Waffle. But the interesting part is I'm going to play this next video of just a few days prior, PNB Rock said that they was after him. So tap in, check this out.
So listen.
So I'm like, man, we out of here. You feel me? Like, we going. My girl like, no, we ain't.
So just for clarity, this is PNB Rock on Academics Podcast. Check it out.
So I'm like, man, we out of here. You feel me? Like, we going. My girl like, no, we ain't. I'm like, I'm just going off of the vibes. Like, we out.
Is she peeping the energy? Because I'm
she
you
ain't
on
peeping.
point.
Yeah, she ain't peeping. She was thinking I'm tripping.
About women sometimes.
She be thinking I'm tripping. So in the mix of all this, I'm like, no, we out. So she peeped it. I'm serious. She's like, no, we out. We drive probably like 2 blocks in the street. She thinking this shit a game. She pulled over somewhere else. Like, oh, I wanted to go to this store right here. And then in a mix of me, like telling her like where to park at, it's like somebody just came fast as shit and took the parking spot, like the same spot that we. Yeah. I'm like, dude, they must have been following me or something, bro. How the fuck this car get behind me this fast? Like I ain't even look. I look back and that shit was there quick as shit. And then when I walked past, like the car bombed out. Like this shit. Like I'm on.
So check this out here, right? B Rabbit, tap in, right? I want to have a conversation about live posting. When you out and about and you moving around, how do you feel about that?
I feel like when you're a person of status like that, and you seeing how rappers dying at the rate they dying, and not just dying, going to jail, nigga, if you a rapper, I feel like you supposed to be on all P's and Q's, especially in LA. We just seen Quando Rondo homeboy get his shit blew off.
Say that.
So I feel like you, especially in LA, yeah, man, that's what I would be. I would be ready for most. If I'm ready for anything, I'm definitely on guard in LA.
Right.
And that's the shit with his girl. I feel like it's a toss up because maybe she could have set him up, but maybe she could have been just posting some shit like females do. But at the same time, that shit he was just saying in that interview with DJ Academics, how he telling her go this way and she pulling over and shit, and he say how a car follow him. That's a little weird to me. I ain't gonna lie.
Of course it is, right? The worst part to it is you know, when you out and about, first off, you work this hard so that you can be able to live your life. You get what I'm saying? And allow the fruits of your labor to take you on to nice places and greener pastures. You know, the worst part to it is that as an artist and coming from that demo, I understand it, but once you get on, what's the sense of still associating yourself with a certain conversation? You get what I'm saying? Meaning a certain group of a certain amount of people. I say keep your friends close, and the people that love you and the people that came up with you and those that's down to hold you down, keep those niggas close. But even those niggas, you got to keep away from you to a certain extent. You get what I'm saying?
Exactly, nigga. Yeah, nigga, because money changed everybody, nigga.
I remember
money. If you nigga get too much money, he'd have his mama stealing from him.
Yo, I remember hearing a story about and seeing a video with God rest his soul, King Von, when he made his first 100,000, he took it back to all his niggas and he broke it down. Niggas not doing that.
Yeah. That's some real shit.
You hear me? So my thing is I don't believe live posting is something, and I'll take it a step further. I think if you anybody with status, anybody with type of status, you get what I'm saying? That people might be watching, people might be envious of, because there's a difference between being jealous and being envious, right? Being envious is just saying that, yo, this what you have, I aspire for that one day. Being jealous is just being hateful and you just want what somebody else got. So I say anybody that has any type of status should be out here moving around with a little bit more decorum when instead of just posting live in just random places. We seen this happen already with Pop Smoke. We seen this. What up?
Then the nigga, the preacher nigga who got robbed, wasn't he in New York?
Yeah, he was in New York, Brooklyn. Yeah.
So that let you know if the preacher get robbed, nigga, it's fair game, nigga. These niggas is hungry, nigga. You can't put it in their face and not be expecting them to take it, nigga. You got to be ready for them to take it. When you walk in that bitch with $100,000 worth of chains on you, you better have 20 guns, nigga, ready to protect that $100,000 that's around your neck, nigga, because it's a nigga with $5 in his pocket who gonna die by it.
Exactly.
It's a fact.
So here's the thing, right? What up, though, King Links? What's happening with you? So they saying that obviously it's the girl, right? They always associate the first person when somebody dies or something happens to somebody. The first person that they're suspicious of is always the significant other. I want to show you guys something, right? I'm gonna show you guys this. Check this out, right? Let me see if I can get there real quick. On her page, she put on her Instagram, she said, I miss you guys. Sorry I've been MIA. Had to clean my spirit and my energy until I was pure. Nah, just playing. My baby daddy, my BD deleted my IG and wouldn't give me the password back. LOL. But I'm back. Hey y'all. And then you have PNB Rock underneath it saying, had to do what I had to do. She all mine, y'all. The fuck? Like, so they're piecing, social media is piecing these different things together and they're saying what they're saying. Just leave it to social media to create a whole narrative. You get what I'm saying? Leave it to social media to create a whole narrative on what's happening. And there's more. Because Nicki Minaj tapped in on it, right? And Nicki puts up a post and she says, it's hard for me to see this. She says, I gotta look here. She says, after Pop Smoke, there's no reason why, as rappers, our loved ones are still posting locations to our whereabouts to show waffles and some fried chicken, so forth and so on. But they flanked Nicki. Right? Check this here. They flanked Nicki in the comments saying, yo, Nicki, your whole man is a pedophile. So they know his location already because it's public record. The fuck is you talk about, Nicki Minaj? You get what I'm saying? So,
yeah, but they don't know his location when he get up out the house to go to the store.
Yeah, the internet. They go on internet and they be, being facetious in the comments or whatever. But my thing is this, right? I feel like when you go live in your places, that's a no-no. That's a no-no. Don't be live. Just stop putting up your phone when you live in you places and you that nigga and you that chick. Because
even if you just a regular nigga in the city,
this is what I'm
in the city that won't get you.
This is what I'm saying to you, beloved. This is what I'm saying. What up, though, sugar? Big bags, pull up. What I'm saying is nobody's above suspicion. It doesn't matter if you're a celebrity or not. If you anybody of status and somebody's watching you, you got to be careful on how you moving out here. What happened? Hello? There's people outside right now that's moving around that don't know the other side, that's not built like that don't have no street credibility, so that dudes know their bodies, so that chicks know their bodies. And unfortunately, even if you are a chick that has status, you better have status to be tapped in with a certain amount of group of individuals that's thorough on the man side to it. Because what's happening out here is, you think niggas is in the 90s stealing purses, niggas is cutting wrists off for watches.
Facts.
What we doing? What conversation are we having? Are we having a real one? I need everybody on YouTube hit that like button. It's crazy. We living in a crazy time, a crazy world. And it's always been like this, though.
It's always been like this. It's just we got these phones now, so we seeing it more. We're seeing it more. That's all it is. It's in our face more.
It is. It is.
It's always been like this, though. We just never seen it. Like that shit in Chicago, I'm pretty sure that shit ain't just started.
Nah.
That shit probably been going on. We just didn't. Nobody just knew.
Here's my energy on this, right? Besides the hypocrisy of Nicki Minaj tapping in on some shit, right? Nicki, you gotta cool out. Love your music, but you gotta cool out. Check this out, right? When we pull up to spots, right? You gotta be mindful. Ladies and gentlemen, this is for you. YouTube viewership, Clubhouse, Instagram, Facebook, we on all platforms. This is to you. If you underneath the sounds of my voice, stop being naive to the shit that you post on social media and people building these profiles of you. So that I'm talking to the ladies right now. I'm gonna get back to the fellas. Ladies, dudes be building profiles of you. And they'll build the profile of you based on the things that you like. And then they'll slide into your DM. They'll take a year or two worth of information, okay? And then they'll slide into your DM. They know she loves peanut butter and with her grits, or with her they know she likes peanut butter with her applesauce, or apples with her applesauce. And then they'll get in your DM and they'll spit some game and they'll cater to the things that you like. Let's stop being naive. Sometimes you're the lick. Sometimes dude don't want to lick you. He wants you to be the lick. Okay? So let's just stop being naive and stop thinking everybody that's sliding into your DMs is to check for you. And fellas, these ladies out here is lining you up. You out here posting photos with the money phone and you putting the bands on your arm and you doing this, hello? They lining you up. Stop thinking you that boy. Stop thinking you that chick. You might be a bad one around your people, but they lining you up. And no, you don't, listen, some people out here, they die for their shit. Or they willing to the stupidest thing in the world because everybody possible. Anybody could get the drop on anybody, right? Hence the term, I'd rather be caught with it than without it. You hear me? So stop being naive to the fact that people that you meet on Clubhouse, on Instagram, on Facebook, whatever your platform is, stop thinking you at the bar and it's a coincidence that you ran into a dude or a chick that likes all the things that you like coincidentally. The fuck?
The fuck?
Stop it. It's not, listen, you thought it was spooky with people Googling you. You thought catfishing was spooky. No, catfishing is not spooky. Bitches is on Instagram building profiles of y'all niggas and lining y'all niggas up. Y'all niggas be safe though. What up though, Rubes? We having a conversation. Kenny Dub, hit the button. I'm bringing y'all up. We having a conversation tonight, man. Because PNB Rock died over some bullshit that could have been avoided. In my opinion. I don't know shit from shit. I wasn't there. I'm just reading between the lines and the hooks. 21 Keys tapping with me, beloved. We having a conversation. PNB died, and I want to have the conversation with you guys. Is being a rapper the most dangerous job? Wake that up.
No.
Tell me why.
Because my father, he just retired. This nigga had a job every day. This nigga is working in a mine. So he's underground. Nigga, if he hit the wrong thing, a whole lake will flood the underground and kill all their ass. Because the trucks is blocking the outway. He got trucks, dump trucks with rocks in them, blocking the entranceway. So you got to walk around.
So what does he do for a living though? Like what's the job title?
Mining.
Mining. Mining is dangerous.
Very dangerous.
Mining is dangerous. Mining is very
I feel like
dangerous. So you feel like mining is more dangerous than being a rapper?
Yes, because I feel like rappers make their job dangerous when they say shit that they don't gotta say. Mining, you just going to work to make your family. You just going, you just going to make some money for your family. So, shit, you can't help. You know what I'm saying? Only way you can help that is by getting a new job. But this job pays so goddamn much, is providing money for the bills and the family. So, nigga, I'm gonna do this job and sacrifice my life for it.
Now, what would you say to the people? What up, though, Rules? I'm gonna get your commentary on this in a second too, baby girl. What would you say to me giving you resistance on? I mean, as a rapper, right? Just mute up until you speak, beloved, because I don't want to hear the feedback on the recording. What do you say to the people that would say to you, as a rapper, you're rapping about where you came from, right? That's your talent, right? You're getting up every day and you're rapping, but now you moving around and you got the jury on, right? Because the jury helps you sell the records. The cars help you sell the records. It makes no sense. Not every rapper is a Kendrick Lamar or a J. Cole that can move around without it. You get what I'm saying? So some artists need to finesse. And as a byproduct of them finessing, it comes with the guns. It comes with keeping the right people around them. What would you say to that?
I would say, if you're gonna say something disrespectful, or even if you're not gonna say nothing disrespectful, if you're gonna move around with them chains that we were just talking about, that's $100,000 on your neck, you better be ready to die, because it's a nigga out there with $5 and you got $100,000 on your neck.
That's anybody though. B Rabbit. 21 tap in. Hold. Yeah. I hear you. I hear you. I want to get it from 21 and Rules. We got them up here. But I'm just saying, shit. I don't see niggas get booked coming out of a check cash in place for their whole check. They ain't got. You get what I'm saying? But tap in with me. 21. How you feel, beloved? Is being a rapper the most dangerous job?
No, it's not.
Tell me more.
Being a black person in America is a dangerous job within itself.
I see what you did there.
Understand? To say that being a rapper is the most dangerous job is asinine in a sense. A lot of these rappers, respectfully, put themselves in situations they're not supposed to put themselves in. You know, that they got people around them they're not vetting properly. Understand? They got chicks around them. They got chicks around them just because they're pretty and they got a fat ass, but they got bad intentions. So you got to be mindful. When you're a rapper, you are the bag. You are the bank. Okay? You have to
say that again. You are the what?
You are the bank when you are a rapper, especially when you're successful. Okay? You can be successful on main stage. You can be successful underground. You can be, but once you have some level of success, you are the bank. You got to move strategically.
Yeah.
You got to move militantly. You got to make sure you got people around you that got your best interests at heart every single time. Okay?
Say that.
And on top of that, right? The moment you put the energy out there that you're a tough guy, that you're a gangster, that you're a shooter, that you are anything like that, understand that there's an opposite force that's going to go against you every time.
So you saying words have power, and you got to be cognizant of the words that you share.
Exactly. The words that you say, the people you're around, the environments that you're in, you got to be mindful, bro. You got people out here that's been in the streets for 30 years, 20 years, and they never get touched, they never get booked. You know why? They stayed on their square and they never shake nothing up. Nobody could come and make them do something that they don't want to do. Feel me? So at the end of the day, saying a rapper is the most dangerous job. No, it's not. It's not. Being a rapper is not a job. Understand?
So what is it?
It's an opportunity. It's an opportunity for you to show your art to the world and make some money off of it. It's not a job. You don't go to college to be a fucking rapper.
So whoa,
You
whoa,
didn't go
whoa,
to
whoa,
school
whoa,
to be
whoa,
a
whoa, whoa.
rapper.
I see what you're saying, but you gotta be mindful of it is a job. It is a job. And for the very reason
Okay, cool. It's a job,
yeah,
right? It's
yeah.
a job, right? It's a job. It's a job. But to say it in a job to that magnitude, no, it's an opportunity for you to make some money because you got a talent. Understand what I'm saying?
Sure.
But at the end of the day, to say it's a job like that, it's not. It's not really a job, bro. You know why it's not a job? Because you are an entrepreneur. You are an independent. You are an independent entity. You get what I'm saying?
I get
Even
what
if
you're
you
saying.
sign to a label, even if you sign to a label, you're signing to that label as a partner, as a partnership between you and that label. You are leveraging your talent for their help to get you to a point of success. Understand?
Okay.
You didn't have to be a rapper. You could have been a neurosurgeon. You
But
could have been a
everybody,
fucking
but see, that's not.
engineer.
But see, here's the thing with that, right? Everybody's path and journey is not the same, right? So, but mine might be basketball, right? Until I sprain my knee or I hurt my whatever, my ACL, whatever they call that, right? And then they'd be saying, well, you could have just been a doctor or a lawyer until, something happens with that. And then they say, well, you could have just been XYZ. My calling may be different from what.
Sports is different, though.
Well, hold on.
Sports is
The point of what I'm really drawing nearer to is saying that everybody walking life is different. Everybody's walking life is different. So yours may be mining. Mine might be minding my business. No, mine might be Chipotle. You get what I'm saying? So I got to respect yours as you should respect mine. So I don't think let's just be honest. Sometimes as a rapper, it's not about just being a rapper. There's people that's behind the scenes. The rapper is affording a hell of a lifestyle for them, right? But we're gonna come back to that. Tap in with me, Rubes, and I see we got big bags up here. Tap in with us, Rubes. How you feel is being a rapper the most dangerous job?
I consider it a dangerous act, like a hobby, like a dangerous. I think being a black rapper more. Because we have more than one race. But I feel like it's only dangerous because of, like you said, what you put out. Because a lot of these dudes, what they put out, it's not even who they are. A lot of these people who be having ops and all of that really wasn't fucking outside. They really wasn't outside. They were really inside. And if they were really outside, they wasn't even outside to where it was ops. But you can't rap about, yo, I'm sitting in front of the building chilling with my homies. Nobody's going to be entertained by that. But if you make it seem like niggas is after you and you just got all this whole bunch of stuff, it's like that's what the world is going to grasp to. And that's what you're going to think is cool. But you never think about the consequences,
that's attached to that. Yeah.
Right, because you just so hell bent on, getting the world to dance and believe that you're this person, and you really not. Like this. What's the boy Rondo Quando? He the nigga quit being a Crip on Instagram.
Hey, and we gonna have that. We can have that conversation because there was a lot of people
on Instagram.
There was a lot of people that killed him for that.
And you can't just. You know what I'm saying? You could just tell that when he joined or whatever he did, if he is really Crip, you know what I'm saying? He didn't have the proper mindset. He didn't know what he was getting into. He was just following suit. And now that he see that shit come attached with indictment.
Whoa. Stay right there though, Rubes, right? Stay right there.
I'm here.
Because does anybody know what they signed up for? And hold on. Wait. Hold on. Because I don't know no gang members that's waiting till they whole adults and then they become a gang member. Let's just wake that up. Hold on. There's more. I don't know no adults that become affiliated in their older years. That's some shit you become affiliated with when you're young. You get what I'm saying? Then
Right.
hold on.
Who are you watching do it?
Right. But hear me.
Who are you watching do it?
Right. But this is my point. My greater point is it's the same thing. You're following suit. So when these artists become rappers and they see everybody else is making money by talking about shoot 'em up, bang bang, nigga die slow, they following suit. And I can't really hold the person accountable for some shit that when they get involved in some shit when they too young. When you get older and you still moving around, so it's different. It's a difference. Like, not too many artists are the Drakes, the Kendricks, the J. Coles that can get on how they get. Hold on, that can get on how they get on and say what they want to say and be creative inside what they saying. Most rappers, I want to say shit, probably 85-90% of rappers is shoot 'em up, bang bang, as far as the narrative is concerned. So I'm just drawing a parallel between being gang affiliated and being a rapper and following that suit that you highlighted, right? That suit. They just following suit. So what's your commentary on that, Queen?
We know right from wrong. It is 2022 now. You know what I'm saying? We have access to everything and anything, resources. Everything is in the news. So it's not like we read about rappers and don't read about the shit that's attached to them. It's not like only their music is out to us, but the indictments and all that shit is sealed. We see all of this. We know. We see this shit on the outside. We see this shit in our hood.
Yeah, but you're saying that from a adult brain, though. You're saying that from
no,
adult brain.
I'm not. I'm saying it from a child's brain as well.
Nah, I can't jack that because as a child, you see things. It's like you know that stove is hot, but as a child. And you seen everybody else burn their hand on it as a child. You see everybody else sell crack, go to jail as a child. You see people play with guns, shoot themselves, Lil Wayne. We see these things. And then they still go ahead and do it. So as an adult, right now, if you seen 5 people burn their hands on something, are you gonna do it? As an adult, probably not. But as a child, you probably would because your lack of shit. As a kid, I was climbing gates and jumping from windows and trying to get out the house.
This just goes to show that we don't have enough adults leading by examples because a child can't put a child in the game. A child can't put a child in the game. You know what I'm saying? So all that goes to show is we got some sucky motherfucking adults on this planet.
I totally concur with that. I totally concur.
That's all that goes to show. I don't blame the kids for what they want to say and what they feel is appropriate or popping. I'm not saying that. I'm not penalizing them for that. But at the same time, they do know right from wrong.
Yes,
they do know right from wrong, and they choose not to do right. An adolescent is gonna want the approval of their peers more than an adult. So if I'm sitting there talking about this gang, shoot 'em up, bang, bang shit, and I know adults is not going to like it, but my homies is going to like it, of course, I'm going to drop this shit because I care about what my homies is feeling about me. That's just the mind of an adolescent, but it's still that option of do I do it and do I not do it? They know right from wrong. Everybody knows what happened. This is not the era. This is not the 70s or the 60s to where we don't have access to things and shit. We be in the fucking hood and be having niggas paperwork on who told, who brought, who did this. We be having that shit already on the fucking block. So I'm not trying to hear nobody knows nothing that comes attached to being a fucking rapper. A gangster rapper or anything. Like I'm not trying
a lot of people too, they think they're gonna be the Jay-Z's and it's gonna escape them. Or they can escape it, they can bypass it. Right? But that doesn't come with the heavy intellect on being tapped in and feeling it, and like you gotta be hella conscious and aware of being able to escape the grips of, because shit, there's only so long fake thugs can pretend. You get what I'm saying? Before they met and confronted with the reality of shit, right? But I appreciate that exchange, Rubes. Dope.
I just feel like this PNB shit is whack. And
Definitely whack. R.I.P.
And I'm not, and it's not even because everybody's online. Like, you know, Shorty wasn't supposed to share the location. Don't post your location. Don't post your location. When do we get to the fucking point that where we should be like, nigga, I should be able to go outside and eat fucking chicken and waffles with my bitch.
You
without
can.
somebody having to sit there and rob me to take my fucking head off.
Hey, listen.
You ain't.
Ho. You can. Nobody's saying you can't. But when you have a particular status attached to you and you're in the public eye and you rapping and you singing about certain things, even if you're not rapping and singing about certain things, right? There's people out there that just don't like to see you win.
Right, which is the point that I was getting to. We just have to get to a point to where we stop wanting to see each other fucking win. It's not about you can't have me get shot and be like, stop fucking bleeding. I can't stop fucking bleeding.
But in the words in the famous in the famous words of the philosopher K. West, they taught us how to hate ourselves and love their wealth, right? That's why the chicks are screaming, where the ballers at, right? Right? This is what so we hate ourselves essentially, right? Because
absolutely,
there's no reason that you can give that will justify running out and knocking somebody off. How Nip said, that's just like you.
Right.
That's just how you knock Nip off.
Right.
How you knock Nip off.
Right.
Hey, can I say one thing, please?
Yeah, tap in with us, beloved. Shout out to Big Bags. Appreciate you pulling up to the stage, beloved.
I appreciate it. I'm a year clean off of drugs and alcohol. I woke up to you all speaking about the media.
Congratulations, too.
Thank you. I just learned about Hassan Campbell and Dr. Africa and the whole child molesting thing that they're doing over there. Mm-hmm. And it's just crazy.
River
but
Park. Shout out to River Park Towers.
Okay, so you know exactly what I'm talking about. And hearing that, and it's like, okay, why aren't they going after this man? And why is R. Kelly's and these people being targeted, but not the man who actually started all of this, which created trauma and mental abuse within these people to have these things happening that have happened to different families and to different celebrities. And I just realized whenever you all said something else too that I had to learn about, because I grew up in the country. But I learned just this past year, when you have that love frequency, that love vibration, everybody attracts to you, even the audience of people that you necessarily wouldn't find yourself hanging around. Mm-hmm. Like I found myself hanging around people from the streets, and people even said, Tone, how are you hanging with them? They don't rock with you. They don't even deal with people like you. And I'm like, I don't know. They just think I'm cool to hang around me.
Right.
But to what you said, people like to be around you just to see who you are, to line you up. And growing up in a white community, I just never thought, when you say the word racism, I just never thought your own people would be trying to line you up.
Absolutely.
You up there thinking everything's gravy and cool, and then you have somebody give you a death threat just because I might have got drunk one night and just spoke loudly and not even maybe have said nothing bad, but just the energy and frequency at which you may speak can offend somebody. But it's like this whole black thing, I know the word black doesn't exist, but this whole music narrative just needs to stop, and it literally makes me want to cry. Like, I'm a year sober, but I get anxiety. It's like, how are we still jamming to these songs that are out? Because these killings are happening because of this music. That's the bottom line. And these podcasters, like listening to the Hassan thing, I know dude was his friend asking them the questions, but they ask you questions to try to get you indicted. It's like this shit is so micro minute that I don't think people even grasp the picture of it. And like the whole gangster thing, I'm not a gangster, but I seem to attract all that. But whenever I learned about my life path number, like which is 11, it says we're naturally attracted to the opposites. And I hated it. I liked it at one point, but now I kind of hate it because it's like you don't know who to trust anymore. Because you think somebody's cool with you, and then you kind of don't want to be around them anymore because are they really for me? And as I look back and evaluate certain situations that happened, why were they there? And then you said something interesting. It's not a coincidence that certain people are around.
It's not. It's
And
not.
it's like, damn.
And you
And
got
it's like, damn, I thought I was like hearing you say that, it really woke it up. And I knew that, but like you're really keeping it real tonight. Like this is another thing I hate. Like when knowledge like this is being given, it's always a small room. Never, it can't be a big stage because it's like people don't want to listen to this positive talk. And this is
hold on, hold on, big bet. Because here's the thing with that, right? I like it when it's small and intimate, because that means that you get a chance to speak and be heard, right? And there's a viewership that's listening, that's attached, and that's tapping in, and that they get to hear it. Sometimes it becomes oversaturated when there's too many people, too many chefs in the kitchen. But carry on, beloved.
So this is on multiple platforms. Sounds like you might be on something else too.
Yeah, we're on YouTube right now, and that's that link that's screaming up top. We're screaming live on YouTube. We also on Facebook right now and Instagram Live and also Clubhouse. So we're on 4 different platforms as we speak.
Oh, that's dope. All right, well that's positive because this right here is it. Like, why are we putting this music out here? If y'all listen to the music, like the music ain't talking to no white person, ain't talking to no Indian person, ain't talking to no Mexican person. It's talking to your neighbor next door.
It's talking to black people. Just keep it 100.
Yeah, like
the black music is talking to black people. It's not talking to nobody else.
It's really, really like I literally start to cry, like because it's like it hurts. But when someone like me want to talk, you're weird, you're this, you're that. Like the shit's just weird, and I hate it. Like I don't know why can't it just stop? Like this death happens, then both people are going to talk about it. Then it'll be done. Don't nobody talk about what's his name? I can't. There have been so many people that died recently, but it's like these people are dying. We mourn about it. We talk about it. But why aren't the executives making a move? Why aren't they saying, "Who cares about this small hats? We can create our own music. We are the energy. Why are we still promoting P Valley, which promotes gays?" Like I don't care what you plan to do, but whatever you want to do, keep that behind closed doors. You shouldn't have to push what you want to do amongst someone else.
Check this here, right? Check this here, right? And just impromptu, right? If you haven't done so already and you listening to us on Clubhouse, hit that link that's pinned up to the top and hit that like button, show your social currency. And also while you're there, subscribe to Broadway the Giant on YouTube. Tap in with us. Same thing with everybody on Instagram and Facebook. Tap in with us. Broadway the Giant on YouTube. Hit that like button to our live stream and hit that subscribe button. Tap in with us. It's important. Show your social currency. Now, to what you just said about P Valley, so forth and so on, beloved, right? I'll say this. I believe that there's a lifestyle that we all come from. And the way that movies have worked since the beginning of time and storytelling has worked since the beginning of time is it retells a story of our past. And in an effort to do that, what's happening is there's still people that's living in what we've come from. So that story that's being projected out there, P Valley, script club culture, excuse me, say that 3 times real fast. The Wire, anything that regards The Wire, Kanan, Power, all of it. I like it. And here's the reason why I like it. And I think that it's important, but it's important with context, right? It's important that we listen and we pay attention to things with context. You need somebody over you if you're not old enough to pay attention to and decipher and unpack it. You need somebody to do that. But most adults don't do that. They just watch things for the fuck of it and just be in tune with it, right? Or just be involved with it, right? My bigger point inside, matter of fact, what I want to begin to make a U-turn to is dating etiquette, right? Dating etiquette. If you're dating somebody who's in the media to any extent or another, you should be mindful of there's certain do's and don'ts. There's certain do's and don'ts to do when you're on a date, when you're dating somebody. I want to go down the room and I want you guys to tap in on Facebook and YouTube, jump in that comment section and tell me what are certain do's and don'ts that you guys don't want being done by the person that you're on a date with. Tap in with us. I'm going to go to you first, 20. Oh, let me see. Let me PTR. Allison's probably knocked out. I'm going to go to you first. Allie, you there?
I'm awake.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hey, Allie, what are some do's and don'ts? Give me one don't. Excuse me. Give me one don't that you don't want the person that you're on a date with to do. That's important to you.
Just a regular date or
a regular date?
Be mean to whoever we're out with. It's like the waiters or the hostess.
Okay.
I find that to be just genuine and indicative of how you'll treat me at some point.
I get that. Good one. B Rabbit, tap in. What's a don't that you don't want your date to do?
I would say like be very stuck up, like be too good for something. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely. You don't want your date to be stuck up or too good to go to Popeyes or White Castles on a late night. I feel it. Pause. Is that the message you was conveying?
Yeah, but not like Popeyes and White Castle though.
Okay, like stuck up, like she too good for herself, or she too good for you, something like that.
Nah, not me. Like I understand, like kind of like the situation you were saying, like, but like say we want to go to Applebee's, this motherfucker was expecting Ruth Chris. When you jumped in this 2016 Honda, you knew we weren't going to no damn Ruth Chris.
Wake that up. He said, I got you. Okay, I'm rolling. 21. 21, you with us? All right, 21 knocked out. All right, there you go.
What's the question?
What's a don't? What's something you don't want your significant other or date any way of it on a date? What's something you don't want them to do?
Posting where the fuck we at.
I was waiting who was gonna say it. I was trying to figure out who was gonna say it. God damn it.
Live, pulling out your phone, going live, posting when you were taking pictures of the food, posting where we at. Don't do that shit. Post that shit tomorrow or the following day.
Post it when we leave, period. You get me? What's happening with you, Heart by Hustle? We gonna come to you in a second, beloved. Big Bags. What's something you don't want your significant other or date to do while you're on a date?
To be disrespectful or shocked whenever I would decide to open a door for her, because people don't respect the old school style of dating, and some of us just naturally have that in us, that type of etiquette.
I understand that. Good one. That's a good one. Heart by Hustle.
What's up, man?
What's going on? We're having a conversation at this point about dating etiquette. And myself and 21, we both feel like, not only following the PNB, the death of PNB Rock, or Pop Smoke or others, I'm just not okay with. And see, goddamn, y'all gonna get me in my bag, and I hate to even jump out there and say it, but I'm solidified. Like I'm cool. Like people know me and I know people. You get what I'm saying? So my lady, we could do whatever we want, but nobody's above suspicion. You get what I'm saying? So I'm having a conversation, and I want to ask you, Heart by Hustle, what is something that you wouldn't be okay with? What's happening with you, Henny? What's something that you would not be okay with your date doing while you guys are on a date?
I mean, like 21 Keys and Big Bag said, I agree with them. Posting where we at.
Yeah.
Always wanting to sit near the door. I don't like that. I want to see everything that come in and out that door. And also just showing where we at. If we on a date, you could take videos, but don't post it. Like, because at the end of the day, I don't know who looking at your information. I don't know who hating on me, because you happy. So it's just certain things is. You gotta move. You gotta move militant nowadays, honestly.
And here's another side to it, right? Who's to say that you posted some shit? I'm gonna get to you in a second, Henny. You posted some shit that could be the throw off, and it is a setup. And you just posted some shit to make it seem like it's random. Hello?
That's a fact, man. Listen, man, I'm from New York, man. I'm from Brooklyn, so anytime I go anywhere, I'm watching my surroundings. I never sit near the door. I got my back towards a wall where there's nothing behind me. I just move tactical because one is like people are always hungry.
That's right.
So no matter if you got jewelry on, nice clothes, nice car, people watching.
Right.
People watch every move you make and they plot. It even go down to the point where you driving, like never take the same route twice.
Say
or
that.
Never had the same schedule or the same rotation. Like,
but see, that's not. You see, that some people that don't understand what you're saying. I thoroughly understand. They'll say you're paranoid, right? They'll say, what are you so afraid of, right? But then they never came from what you probably came from. But great point of view. I want to tap in with Miss Henny. What's happening, Miss Henny?
Hello.
How goes it? We're having a conversation about the death of PNB Rock, and is dating a rapper, is being a rapper one of the most dangerous jobs? Miss Henny?
I'm not going to say it's the most dangerous job, but I will say it could be possibly one of them, depending on your lifestyle.
Sure.
It definitely depends on your lifestyle, because not every rapper is. Some rappers might rap.
Your service is nervous. Yeah, give it a second. Your service is nervous. What's happening, Christian? Shorty! What's happening with you, Shorty? We having a conversation tonight. R.I.P. PNB Rock, sending love and light to his family. We having a conversation, and it's a weird one because people want to be able to make their money, go out, have their drink, have their hookah, have their dinner, show off their date. Men and women alike. But if we get to a point where people are lining you up. And don't be surprised. There's a lot of people lining people up on Clubhouse too. Wake that up. So
you can say that again.
So y'all gotta be mindful, man. Y'all gotta be mindful. There's people out here that don't just mute up. Everybody mute up, please mute up. There's people out here that's moving and don't got your best intentions at hand. They don't. I'm sorry. They give the impression that they do, but they don't. We're going to enter final thoughts. What up, Shorty? What up, Christian? We're going to enter final thoughts. And we're going to have a conversation, and we're going to make it your final thoughts. So tap in with us if you on Instagram, YouTube. Tap in, final thoughts. PNB Rock, RIP PNB Rock. You know, it's crazy that man life was cut so short. He was young, you know, vibrant, still had his life ahead of him, family. That's sad, man. This is really sad, you know, and a wise person learns off somebody else's mistakes. A smart person learns off their own. I need you guys to tap in and leave your final thoughts. What are some things that you believe PNB could have did to avoid this situation? That by way of what we know, right? By way of what we know. Tap in with us. I'm going to pick up from, let me PTR real quick and see what's going on right here. All right, I'm going to pick up from Christian Smith, and then I'm going to go to Shorty. Then we're going to go back up to the top, to Allie. So tap in, Christian. And you can leave your commentary on any part of what you want to leave it on, but these are the final thoughts. Let it out.
I think that he did a lot to prevent this, I guess you can say. But I definitely think Shorty put an unintentional target on that man's back. And it's kind of like unfortunate because he said in interviews multiple times that both of them had gotten robbed prior to this, like not too long ago.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just like you didn't learn from that situation. It's kind of like shady how you posted your location after you got robbed not too long ago from the situation. And second, he also stated that he has had to ask her multiple times to like stop posting their locations, and it had gotten to the point to where he tried to take her social media away, which is crazy. But I think this is a lesson too. It should have been a lesson when it happened to Pop Smoke and other rappers like Nipsey Hussle. These people prey on rappers, and for them to be on a pedestal of saying like come up, or even where it gets to the point where some people just prey on them just to come and snatch their chains. Like it's just should be a lesson to the new rappers that are coming in, or just rappers that have been here for a minute. Watch yourself. Like, this man has been paranoid for weeks, and it still wasn't enough.
All right, so this is what I want to do, right? And I'm happy you said that, Christian. You definitely spoke truth on that, right? I'm going to play these videos that I played earlier at the beginning of the pod. A lot of you guys wasn't here for that. I'm going to play these videos, and I'm going to play them consecutively, and then I'll yield to you guys' final thoughts. Tap in with us, live on Broadway podcast. Here we go. Also, hold on. If you guys want to see this the way it's meant to be seen, intended to be seen, hit the link up top. Hit the link up top and hit that like button while you there. Live on Broadway podcast. This is unfortunately this is PNB Rock, shot dead during robbery inside Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles. It is triggering. It is alarming, and it is gruesome content. So if you guys we did our best to block it out for the most part while keeping the context of the video there, and we'll play more as it goes along. Tap in with us.
I don't know how old he is. 30. He's 30. Yeah. He's 30. Y'all have to tell me the question. Are you coming? Where is Moon at? Where's Moon at? I don't even know where you got shot. He just started popping on out of here. Got you. It's on the other side. Turn him over. I'm gonna put him in a custody. I'm driving there. Ambulance is coming.
Sorry to say that the victim has been pronounced deceased at 13:59 hours today. South Bureau Homicide is working this case, as are many other detectives. What can you tell us about the victim age?
They really walked right in there, boy, and try to rob him and popped him, bruh, a few times. The block is hot. Niggas ain't even been out here long enough. Nigga just see the nigga get smoked. Shit crazy, bro. This is what LA showed me the first day. That's crazy. They done just had everything motherfucking taped off, just let us go finally. That shit was crazy, nigga. We in there sitting with the kids eating, nigga, and that shit pop off, nigga, all over some fucking jewelry and Rolex and all that type of shit. That shit ain't worth it. Nigga, fuck that, nigga. My life worth more than that, nigga. You see my shit go, nigga. That shit happened right in front of us and the kids. So you know what that mean, nigga. Trip over, nigga. I hate that my kids even had to see some shit like that. That shit was motherfucking crazy.
One thing that is really sort of noteworthy about this incident, though, is that we've talked to several people that are here and that have come here because of social media, knowing that PNB Rock was the victim in this case. And they said that on his girlfriend's Instagram, apparently his girlfriend had posted a photo of the lunch that they were having. This is sometime between 1 and 1:30, and then even tagged the location on Instagram, kind of denoting where they were. So one of the theories here, at least that we've asked LAPD about, is did these suspects, or did the suspect know that PNB was here in advance and then came to essentially target them? Because again, no one else that was inside this restaurant was robbed or attacked in any sort of way. This was a very specific incident, and it's still a developing story. We'll have more information for you coming up at Fox News at 6.
Yeah, Travis.
Reporting live in South LA, Travis Rice, Fox 11 News.
While we have you here, just noting that PNB Rock, if people don't know who he is, he's had collaborations with Chance the Rapper and Ed Sheeran, so he...
This is what happened. PNB Rock, just a few days ago, PNB Rock spoke about robbery attempt on his life in LA. Check it out.
So I'm like, man, we out of here. You feel me? Like, we going. My girl, like, no, we ain't. What's wrong? I'm like, I'm just going off of the vibes. Like, we out.
Is she peeping the energy? Because
she
you
ain't
on point.
Yeah, she ain't peeping. She was thinking I'm tripping.
About women sometimes.
She be thinking I'm tripping. So, in the mix of all this, I'm like, no, we out. So she peeped it. I'm serious. She's like, no, we out. We drive probably like 2 blocks in the street. She thinking this shit a game. She pulled over somewhere else. Like, oh, I wanted to go to this store right here. And then in the mix of me, like telling her like where the park at, it's like somebody just came fast as shit and took the parking spot, like the same spot that we. Yeah. I'm like, dude, they must have been following me or something, bro. How the fuck this car get behind me this fast? Like I ain't even look. I look back and that shit was there quick as shit. And then when I walked past, like the car bombed out. Like this shit. Like I'm.
Wow. And this goes back to what Christian was just saying a second ago.
Knew.
This goes back to what Christian was just saying a second ago. She posted on her Instagram. She said, I miss you guys. Sorry I've been MIA. Had to cleanse my spirit and my energy until I was pure. Nah, I'm just playing. My baby daddy deleted my IG and wouldn't give me the password. But LOL, but I'm back. Hey, y'all. And then PNB Rock jumped in the comment section and he says, had to do what I had to do. She's all mine, y'all. So, yeah. Nasty out here. Tap in, final thoughts. Go for it, shorty. Shorty, are you by your mic, shorty? Going once, going twice. All right, cool.
Yeah, I'm here.
All right, cool. What's your final thoughts, beloved?
I just think it's sad that a grown man like this have to lose his life because apparently you wasn't safe on you handing out location and stuff like this, knowing that other rappers have done the same thing and they're not on this earth, and they're not on this earth no more to say their piece. It's just sad. It is irresponsible. It's a shame on the girlfriend of posting location, and it doesn't look right on her end. It looks like a setup. It's sad. It's really sad.
I appreciate that, King. K Samuels, what's your final thoughts on this conversation? PNB Rock.
Yeah, I hope other rappers learn from each other because it's not the first time, and it's like something that keeps.
You sound really distant, K.
I said it keeps consistently happening with all these rappers, so they need to do better and learn from example and learn from their peers.
Got it. Yeah. Got to do better. Unfortunately, this man paid with his life. That's a lot.
And one more thing, he could have had security. He don't want to have security. I feel like that would have made a difference also.
Good point.
He wouldn't walk around without security. That could have made a whole lot of difference.
Great point.
Even though she did that, the security would have protected them.
A lot of times these artists, man, they move around. They move around. Oh man, I can't tell you, man. I'm gonna let you guys. I'm gonna give it to you guys. Final thoughts, Allison. Then I'm gonna come down. Allison, final thoughts, Queen.
It's really unfortunate. RIP to him. I think also the girlfriend that she's in a really bad predicament because all eyes are on her. But a lesson should be definitely be learned here. If we didn't know anything before, we should have learned from the Kardashians because they were trolling and stalking them when they were in Paris, and that's how she was able to be robbed. So this is not something that is brand new. This is something that's been happening for quite some time. So it's common sense now. Post after you leave a location. Don't post exactly where you are. Watch your back. Keep your head on the swivel.
Say that. Tap in with us. 21 Keys. Final thoughts, beloved.
Man, rest in peace to their brother. And my condolences to his family and his kids and everybody else that's attached to him. Um, Stay militant, man. Just stay militant. Like stay on your square. And if you're a rapper out there or somebody that's an aspiring rapper, just make sure the people in your circle is protecting you at all costs. Period.
I like it. Final thoughts. Final thoughts. Big bags. Final thoughts.
Yeah, I can never say it enough. This all starts at a micro level. This is all social engineering. The media is a big narrative play out for this way of thinking. They don't let us know that we're all queens and we're all gods. This is within our own community. This doesn't happen in any other race of people. This is happening too much amongst ourselves, and we're promoting it. Literally, even though PNB Rock just died, there's literally something out multiple other people doing this to others, plotting on others, and we don't know if it can even be us. Just
Wake that up.
vibrating at a high frequency. Someone told me just being positive. I watched Joe Dispenza, and he said when you naturally have that love vibration, the negative energy just hates you. But why? It's because the Rockefellers, they pushed that narrative and created this music and created this social engineering. And it's literally it's sad, man. It need to stop. Like it's crazy. Like
Yeah.
I just wish I had control because it's just fucked up, man. It's just fucked up.
Thank you for that, big bags. Thank you. Hold on, Kay. Give me 1 second. Final thoughts. Miss Henny, final thoughts, Queen.
Stop going back to the hood. The hood don't love you the same. Social media and everything. Stop posting shit on social media. Then we gotta put everything on social media that's not needed. All right, post after the fact. Actually, you don't need to do all that. Social media ain't reality.
And to add on to that,
Hold. Just hold on. Just let that breathe for a second, please. Just let that breathe. She said, stop going back to the hood.
It ain't the same no more. They don't love you the same. There's no street code no more. There's no code no more. If we really want to get down to it, there ain't no code no more. Back then, used to be a code about when you with certain people, with your family, with your child or something like that. It ain't no more. Think better.
I'm here for it. Christian, go for it, Queen.
yes, you A with that, and I think we need to stop putting pressure onto rappers to go back to their hood. Oh, he don't give back. He don't fuck with us no more. He went Hollywood. He not humble. Just because somebody outgrew where they came from does not mean that they're not humble. I know a lot of people from my city who didn't get a chance to make it because they felt like they had something to prove. I'm from Baltimore City. It speaks volumes that there has never been a rapper to come out my city and be successful. The most successful rapper that came out of my city was Lil Scooter, and he got murdered.
Got you.
Like that is the worst thing ever. Like we need to stop putting pressure on rappers to stay in the hood. Like that's ridiculous.
So let me say this as we begin to wrap. My final thoughts is this, right? And yes, to your point, right? To your point, Chris. Stop letting people trick you out your position, right? But this goes back to what my sister Rube said earlier about, I don't even blame them. I blame the OGs or the people that's OGing them. You get what I'm saying? That's giving them the game. Because to a certain extent, I don't blame your intelligence on your age, right? Because intelligence is being grown is just a number legally, right? But being wise is having people that's ahead of you that can reach back or that you respect enough to listen to. You get what I'm saying? So stop letting people trick you out your positions. What Christian just said, I really, really like that. I really like that. Stop letting people put peer pressure on you to feel like you have to go back to the hood, because you don't. You worked your whole life to get out of here. What he said, niggas look at me strange and said I changed. Like I worked that's hard to stay the same. The game changed, anyway. But yes, you worked this hard to stay the same. No, get out the hood. Allison brought up something that I wanted to speak about, which was Kim Kardashian. That could have went a whole other sort of way. I think, unfortunately, just by how Kanye moves, I feel like Kanye might have been, I don't want to wish death on nobody, but Kanye would have had a long day if something would have happened to Kim Kardashian. You get what I'm saying? And we've been seeing this happen from the beginning of time. And we got to move more strategic, more wise. And even if you outside, you moving around, have it on you. It's better to be It's better to be caught with it than without it. You get what I'm saying? Because they took this man's life over a chain and some Rolexes and some bullshit jewelry. They took his life. His life was worth that 100 times over. They took his life. Be mindful. Don't just try to be out there busting it up in places you don't know who's who and what's what. Know the people. Tap in with the people. Stop letting them trick you. When people go, yo, tapping in, you're a sucker if you tapping in. Why are you a sucker? Because you tapping in with the people that know the people? Or you might be the people that's you tapping. Huh? Y'all believing in this narrative? Y'all believe that? Y'all letting them trick you? What's happening right now? Stop being so quick to meet these niggas on Instagram and Clubhouse. Stop. These niggas is lining y'all up. Fellas the same. And a lot of y'all niggas out here thinking what y'all low I have, so y'all getting it off on the wrong foot from the beginning. These niggas is lining y'all up. These bitches is lining y'all up. Y'all got to be mindful of what's happening around you. You get me? And stop posting, stop live posting, stop jumping on your live, having people all in your video. Stop it. Because if it's the course of your life, I think you should, right? They said a wise person learns from somebody else's mistakes. A smart person learns off their own. Live on Broadway podcast. Tap in with us. This was a great conversation. I appreciate you all. Shout out to Allison, 21 Keys, Big Bags, Miss Henny, Christian Smith, Shorty, K. Samuels. I appreciate it. I see the comments going crazy in there. Shout out to the YouTube viewership as well. Shout out to King Thought. Shout out to King, shout out to Keisha, shout out to Lolo. You know the vibes. Shout out to Trey. Oh man, hit that like button. I appreciate everybody love and interest in the conversation tonight. Before we get off of this tonight, I just want to send love, light, condolences to the family of PNB Rock. I hope to God that his significant other wasn't involved in this, because it's going to be real nasty. I want to give a moment of silence before we wrap up this pod for his family, because it's a cold world and it's nasty out here. And I hope and pray that at the end of all this, there's a lesson to be learned here, and that we don't experience this anymore, because we've seen it with Pop, we've seen it with Nip, we've seen it with PNB, and the list goes on. Moment of silence for PNB Rock. Oh man, we're gonna keep the conversation flowing and going on Clubhouse. Y'all know the vibe. Per usual, y'all know my vibe in my body. It's cheaper to be yourself. Be giant. Pooh!